Welcome to another episode of Unsavory Fellow. My name is Nick James, and as usual, I'm thrilled with my guest and great friend, musician, talented musician, who's got an album coming out August 10th, right?
August 1st.
August 1st.
Minus a 0.
Summer, winter. Thank you so much.
Hi, Nick.
How are you?
I'm good.
It's so fun.
I'm so happy to be here with you.
I've been thinking about you coming on here for a long time.
Wow.
And when you said, you go, oh, my album's coming out, I go, this is it, right? Perfect timing.
Perfect opportunity.
What's going on? Tell me. Tell me about the album.
Oh, the album. So it's my third record. It's the first one I think I like.
Really?
Yeah.
I've liked all the other ones I've heard.
That's nice. No, I like them. I think they're all really different, but this is my first record I've released sober.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it feels like a new version of summer winter.
Oh,
A new
I
chapter.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
So the other ones were pre-sobriety.
Yeah.
And we can get into that. I guess you're okay with that.
Sure, of course.
So how long are you sober?
3.5 years.
3.5 years.
11/11/2021.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you started this album when?
I've been writing a lot of these songs. Some of them are pre-sobriety, but releasing was post-sobriety. So I think the oldest one was written in 2018. And my sobriety date's 2021.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so do you think there's because I wanted to ask you this before, is there a difference, and what would the difference be between the way you went about your other albums and then this one in sobriety?
Well, I think it's in the title. The title is called The Speechless Place. And I didn't know, I knew that The Speechless Place existed before I got sober. I was just really afraid
What do you
to
mean by
navigate
that?
it.
What is that?
The Speechless Place, you know that part of yourself, boys? You know that part?
I don't have
where,
that.
You know, you do because you're sober. It's where you get really quiet.
Okay.
Okay, let's practice.
Okay. Are we doing it?
Yeah, we're doing it.
All right.
Do you hear that?
I heard the coffee pot.
It's so cheesy. It's that quiet place with you and with God. It's the place that's really uncomfortable, but it was the first time where I challenged myself to navigate those deep parts of myself.
Well, I like that.
Yeah. So it's called The Speechless Place.
So how did that help you, create this album?
Well, I
Or
think
did it inspire you? Because I know some of the songs, right,
yeah,
on the album have to do with
sobriety.
It's
It's super sobriety coded. I think every song is written from that speechless place.
okay.
From that place where I had to get really still and listen to what God was telling me. Like there's a song called Naked on the record, and it's not about actually getting naked. It's about emotionally stripping down and getting honest with myself. I had to choose to leave a really comfortable, beautiful relationship that wasn't aligning with me anymore.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, because you were engaged.
I was engaged. I was betrothed.
You were engaged when I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a month of sobriety and I proposed.
You were.
Oh!
That sounds normal.
I'm a
Right?
Sagittarius.
Wow, that's
What
wild.
they say. Yeah.
How did he take that?
He cried?
He obviously said, "Oh, he
He
did,"
cried like a wee baby.
but he blew it.
No, he didn't blow it. We
Obviously, somewhere down the line, he must be going, "I blew it."
No. Well, that's the thing. That's a narrative that you could have, but we were able to evolve the relationship
Okay.
respectfully with love, and we are still friends today.
Which I'm not saying, of course.
Yeah.
I'm friends with all my old girlfriends except for one.
Uh-oh.
This
I
one.
want that story.
Well, it's not much of a story, but she's actually one of the only amends that I made where it didn't go well. She said, "You want to make it right? Never contact me again."
Damn.
That was it. But that was my very first girlfriend. But all the other ones, we're totally friends.
That's nice.
But what I'm saying is that you could still be friends with somebody and go, man, you know what I mean?
I
And
see.
go,
Well, I don't know. We'll have to not ask him. I don't want to ask him that because we're still,
No, I know.
it's an amicable thing. I made amends to someone recently that I dated 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And he was able to say, I was so mad at you for so long, but I'm grateful to you because you put me in EMDR therapy.
Wow.
And I was able to heal my childhood wounds. So I guess I cracked him open real big, and there's no bad blood anymore, but he did say
And then
blood was bad.
how did this go into any of the songs and stuff like that, and the writing of the album? Because you said the speechless place, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm very interested in. I
Yeah.
get it. It's that quiet place. And then how do you find the creativity out of the speechless place to write a song? Like, does it come to you, or are you quiet and you hear?
I think that's where you get the creativity. It's from the speechless place. To me, spirituality and creativity are one and of the same. They're the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just different mediums.
But how does it, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you hear?
Okay, so how does my music come to me? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. How does it come to you?
Well, for the second album, which is completely a cappella, which means that I'm using just my vocal cords, I was dreaming a lot of the songs. So I'd wake up and I'd be like, dun, da, dun, da, dun, da, dun, and I'd be like, whoa. And then I would just build on it. My life is like a musical.
It is.
I'm serious.
I know that.
Yeah. You should ask my boyfriend now. I wake up like a princess. I didn't used to wake up like that when I was not sober.
Well, you are a princess.
Thank you.
But, so you wake up, you kind of hear the tune, right?
Yeah.
You've heard it in a dream.
Yeah.
And then do you put, because I don't know anything about music.
Songwriting.
No, not at all.
Okay. So many people have different processes. This is how I do it most of the time. Either a melody will come to me and then I'll build on it. Usually that's a cappella. Or I write a poem. All of my songs are, I used to say satirical spoken word poetry turned indie acoustic, but I flex out of that genre too. So I write a poem and I kind of just lock it in.
So you'll come up with a melody first and then the poem, or can you flip it around and go
it's usually
poem
words.
and then melody?
It's usually words because every word is really intentional, especially on this record. And that's when I get really quiet and I say, ooh, does that word fit? Does that word fit? No, it doesn't.
And then do you try and shape the music around, or the melody around
I'll
the
find
lyrics?
a chord on the guitar that feels like it matches the color
Yeah.
of the emotion that I'm getting from the poem that I've written, or that justice that I'm seeking. And usually my music is a way for me to find justice for what's happened in my life.
But it could be good, right?
Could be good, could be great.
It's not like revenge. I want justice.
No, just, or
That's
I don't
how
know
my
if that's the
mind
right
goes.
word. Yeah, of course.
I'm
Sometimes it
kicking
is
your
that.
ass,
There's
huh?
some anger. There is some anger.
Is there in any of the songs?
Well, oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Let Me Be Your Therapist.
What's that about?
What did you take me for? There's a reason I wound up at your door. I feel like I'm reading a poem. I am.
Is that
on the
the
front
lyrics?
lines now of our biggest war. I'm a soldier, so I'll fight for more because I thought you wanted more. That's where the poem starts out. And I'm like, fuck you. Let me be your therapist because I'm going to figure you out and I'm smarter than you. And I'm angry at the world. I think that's the third song on the record.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's so real.
Nice punch to the face.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that I was smarter than everyone before I got sober. I didn't understand humility.
Isn't that funny?
I know, right?
Yeah.
But I was in so much pain. And it's funny, I had a reading that I was sent to me today, and it was talking about how humility is the door through pain.
What was the pain about?
When I wrote that song?
Yeah.
Just being young, I think. It's hard to be a young person and have too many emotions and have a disease. I wrote this particular one before I got sober. So I didn't know that I had an alcoholic brain.
Yeah. Were you, when you started, as a musician, as a songwriter, did that come before you becoming an alcoholic, or did it come after?
Chicken or the egg? I think I was born restless, irritable, and discontented.
But you know what I mean? I know the ism, but
Yeah.
like the actual, when you started drinking, and were you already writing songs?
I was already writing songs.
Oh, so you were?
Yeah. You know the Juno soundtrack?
Yes.
That's like what my first few songs sound like. Kind of just basic writing.
Yeah.
Little
And how
hippie
old were
girl.
you then?
I was, I think, 14 when I wrote my first song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you always know that you were going to be a musician? Was that always like a dream? Like, I'm gonna be a singer, or?
No, it wasn't always a dream. I actually wanted to be an actress.
Oh, that's right. Because I remember you went to.
Yeah, I went to
We've
acting
talked
school.
about that. We went to acting
Ooh,
school.
yeah.
Weird. Acting camp.
Yeah, a little camp.
So you knew, but at one point that you go, this is what I'm gonna do. When did you fall in love with that, as opposed to acting? Like, when did you go, this is what I'm gonna do? Like, could you sing? Like,
No, I couldn't sing. I was a horrible singer. In
You
high
were?
school and middle school, really, really bad. I don't know who let me sing, but I did choir. So I was good at harmonizing. And I remember I learned how to harmonize in 7th grade because my lovely choir teacher, Mr. John Lynn Force, taught me how to harmonize. And then my sister would, she caught on. And I go, this is my thing. Stop it. And I go, oh, wait, I need another person to harmonize.
Is she younger than you?
She's 21 months younger than me.
That's right.
I actually just got off the phone with her and we prayed together.
Wow. So close.
Yeah.
So you're doing music, or you're harmonizing.
Yeah.
And then at what point do you go? Because I think everybody has this where we've had comedians on and actors and musicians. At one point, where do you go? Where's the bug hit you where you go, I want to sing? And then do you know that you can't sing even? Do you know what I'm saying? Like you said I couldn't sing, but did you know that? Or not?
Well, I could sing. I wasn't tone deaf, but I think the more time I spent training, I look back and say, oh, I didn't have any breath. I couldn't breathe.
Okay.
And so much of singing is just breath. So much of singing is just self-confidence. And I didn't have that.
Right.
So I had that dog in me, but she wasn't trained.
Right. You know, it's funny. I think everybody wants to sing, right? I think I think people would rather, I don't know, you guys could chime in on this. I think people would I think actors always want to be musicians.
Yeah.
Especially, right, Jim, in the 80s?
It's the same thing with comedians.
With comedians.
And most musicians want to be comedians.
Yeah.
Oh, stick to your day job.
Well, because I remember speaking of comedians, right before I got sober, I landed a series, like a kind of an In Living Color, like a SNL show, and I played 8 different characters.
Oh, I want to see that.
And it's terrible. And they said at one point, I got real too big for my britches because I was playing most of the characters. Like I was the guy, right? And I thought, like, oh, fuck, I could do anything. And they wanted to do the singing, dancing sketch. It's comedy, but, it was like a vaudeville type thing, right? And I go, oh. So they wrote the song and this and that, and it had the dances down. I'm a good dancer. We got the dance, no problem. We go into the studio and to record this. And we go into what's it called? The booth?
Oh, the sound booth?
The sound booth. And they kept having me in there for like a long time. I'd sing the song. They go, yeah, let's do that again. And I'd go. And I'm, I got the headphones on. It sounds fantastic. Mm. I go, wow, I can fucking sing. I'm going to be a singer. And then we kept doing it. And then I heard the guy go, it's not happening.
Ooh. And
I go, what's going on? I go, what did you just say? He goes, I said it's not happening. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, we keep trying, man. And he goes, and it ain't working.
Dreams crushed.
And I had no idea. I go, trying what? He goes, we're trying to make you sound good.
Just use auto-tune. That's what everyone else does.
Well,
I don't do that, but.
I mean, I don't know I don't know what was available at that time, but he said, and I go, what's the problem? He goes, you can't sing, dude.
Oh,
but that was great because I needed to be, you talked about humility. I needed to be smashed. I ended up getting fired anyway for being drunk weeks later.
Know your strengths.
But yeah, that's the thing. I think you need people to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then you figure out you can sing, right? You're getting better and this and that. And then when does the alcohol come into play?
Oh, well, the first drink was at 12. So I guess I rescind my comment there. But I was always harmonizing and playing. I grew up in a super musical home. I'm one of 4 children. I grew up on Maui, and we would just sing. Right. And my mom would be like, which Beatles singing right now? Don't get it wrong or I'm disowning you.
Dylan?
She was joking.
Dylan? I do that to Dylan about the 80s.
You did? Oh, great. About the 80s.
Yeah. He knows all 80s music. So you have 4, you're one of 4.
I'm actually one of 5. My dad had a kid 21 years later after I was born.
And you're on Maui. Mm-hmm. And how are you on Maui?
Do you want the long story or the...
Yeah, I mean,
Hippie parents.
Hippie parents.
Were
you born there?
Born there. Maui Memorial Hospital.
Wow, yeah. Right? I mean, I knew you were from there because you and I, that's what we had in common. We met.
Yeah.
Because we had a home there and our house burned down.
I know, so tragic.
And you go, oh my God, you were so upset about it. And you told me, you go, oh, I'm from Maui.
It crushed me.
Oh, it's terrible.
Because those were my, I think, happiest, most playful childhood memories.
Oh, that's why our whole set is like designed around that.
Yeah.
It's that aloha spirit, you know. You feel good. So then, can we hear a song? I can't wait.
Hear a song. Sure, yeah, we can
Oh,
definitely
this
hear a
is
song.
good. What song are we gonna hear?
Okay, so we're gonna hear a song called "Blame Game," which is fitting because I say the name of the record in the song.
Okay.
Navigate the Speechless Place, and it's the first single that I released, which you were at the release party for.
Which was great.
It was so fun.
I mean, I'm very critical, and I didn't want to go. I'm just being honest.
Why not?
I just, you know what I mean? It's like everybody's doing shit and always doing, you know what I mean? Especially in our club.
Yeah.
There's always, I got this show going and this and that. And then I was just going, man, I go another, like, all right.
Another girl with a guitar.
Well, no, but
Here we go.
But I told April, my wife, I go, but she's so great. April goes, oh, she's great. We got to go. And just, we love you to death. And then I went and I was like, holy shit. Amazing.
Wow, thank you.
Anyway, I can't wait to hear this.
I have to burp.
Oh,
Pause
nice.
for the burp. Okay. So if you know it, you can sing.
Okay. I can't sing it. We just went through that.
You'll make me sound better. It's a blame game. Every single note stays the same, and you're on your train to the same feelings that you've always had. So just stay in your lane. You weren't meant to break away, 'cause there's a chance that you could change. Reading on the fine prints of the page. Why shy away from anything that knows you in the brightest of day? You can't explore these things about you and stay the same. You've got to see it face to face in plain day. And don't scroll it away or leave it up to heightened states to open up faith. Take the coat off, navigate the speechless place. Shh, don't play the blame game. Ooh, the blame game. Ooh, the blame game. Ooh, the blame game. Don't play the blame game. Don't play the blame game. Ooh, the blame game. Ooh, wow, the blame game. Little instrumental break. Why shy away from everything that knows you in the brightest of day? You won't explore these things about you and stay the same. Come to see it face to face in plain day. Feel your way into the sunny skies up above.
Wow. Wow. You just melted my heart.
Tear.
You melted me. That was special.
Thank you.
So talented. And you know what? I can feel that coming from inside what you're talking about. I felt it in me.
You feel the speechless place?
Yes. I was just sitting there listening and I get it. I get, you know what I'm saying? That was so beautiful. It's almost like it could come from no other place. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what that did for me. I got it.
Oh, that's a gift. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Oh. Right, Jim?
It was great.
It's so sobriety coded, though. I mean, even reading on the you can find yourself reading on the finer prints of the page. It talks about a specific text, a specific book that's important to us. And that's where I found myself too, is in that book.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
Great. Yeah.
Let me fix that. All right, you got your water. Well, that was something else. That was because I've heard that. Like I said, I've heard that, but
what about your mic, dude?
Oh. So, I'm so taken by the.
Oh, thanks.
You got me flustered by the song. I forgot about my mic. You know, that's what I'm telling you. I've heard. There's something about you just being here, and it's intimate in this space, and you're with a bunch of people, and I think
that's why I was so not scared or nervous, but as I mentioned before this, you're important to me. And then when you come to talk about, the stuff that we talk about, and then it's just very intimate to play like that.
Here.
Oh, thanks.
All right there. Wow.
Perfect.
So now, how many songs on the new album?
9.
9 songs.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get to hear another one in a little while.
Sure.
And so what happens, how do you get the album out there? How do we get it out so people can hear it? And how do you do that?
How do I do that?
Yeah.
I mean, tactically, there's a lot of, it's just content. I make it.
But what can we do?
Oh, what can you do to help? I mean, just share it. Listen, honestly, just listen to it. Enjoy it. I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about...
I care about the numbers.
That's great that you do, but I found, what I found in the Speechless place is that it doesn't matter. What matters is that I like to make music, and I find comfort within the lyrics that I write and the songs that I make. And what's the most amazing to me is what you just said, that it helped you with something.
Yeah.
I had one of the shows that you were at.
Mm-hmm.
My friend came up to me after and said, "Eat that donut."
Oh, yeah, I can't wait any longer.
She said,
I don't want to be rude.
You're not. It's your house. She said, "Gosh, that was the first time I felt comfortable in a room in so long.
Wow.
Thank you." And I didn't expect that to be so impactful for me, but that's kind of my goal for every show.
I have a question. Did your drinking, and you did drugs, I assume?
Hell yeah.
Did your drinking and drug use, that obviously had to have an effect on your music? It had to, right?
Yeah.
Did it ever come to a point where it was going to be taken away because of that? You know what I'm saying? Where you almost lost it.
Yeah, I think the first few times I started to write when I was sober, it was scary because I thought, can I do this?
Right.
I was always more playful and zany and weird doing drugs, and it's actually not true. I'm even weirder sober.
You're free.
Yeah, I'm free, and I can access those parts of myself that I'm not afraid to anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of myself anymore.
So what happened, if you don't mind me asking, what happened where did it go to where you said, I can't do this, I need help?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
My bottom, my tutu, which is what we call grandmothers in Hawaiian, she passed away, and she was an addict.
She was.
She was an addict, but she didn't get help. She just lived the rest of her life like that.
What was she doing?
Just drinking and, the lifestyle, the mindset. And I found out that she died when I was high and drunk. And I was going out to get my next fix, but it broke. Something broke. Like the cucumber turned into a pickle. And I couldn't go back because the sadness and the loss that I felt.
To her when she was dying.
Well, I couldn't go back to... I just felt so sad hearing of her passing, and I couldn't get high enough to ignore the sadness.
Wow. There wasn't enough.
That's what broke. That's where the pickle, came. That's where
you couldn't
cucumber
get to
turned. That
comfortable place anymore. It didn't do it for it. It wasn't
it
working
broke.
anymore.
I broke, and I fell to the floor Telemundo style. No, my tutu is gone. And then I thought nothing I do is going to fix this pain.
Right.
And I got caught. I caught my own self. And so I tried controlled drinking by myself on and off for a bit. And then I went to her funeral. And then I got a DUI at her funeral.
No way.
And I was so pissed because it was expensive.
You got from leaving her?
A couple days before, but I was actually wearing these shoes. And pearls and red lipstick. And I was driving. I was driving my siblings in the car.
Wow.
Yeah. But my little brother wasn't 21 yet, so I thought, better me than him.
So you got a drunk driving.
Got a drunk driving. And that put me in a state of anger and zero reflection. So then I tried controlled drinking by myself on and off for another 6 months.
How'd that go?
Not well. Not well.
So then who did you ask? Who did you ask for help then?
I don't even remember, really.
Like, did you check into it? I
didn't go to rehab. I went to a sister program.
Okay.
Called Al-Anon.
Okay.
Because there was another person in my family. A lot of people do that. I went through the back door, as we say. And another person in my family was really struggling. So I said, oh, well, this person needs help. I'm going to go get help for them. And then I quickly realized, oh, I should be in that room. I'm over there.
And so now, that was in what year?
2021.
2021.
Yeah.
What's it like now for you? I mean, how's it different? What's the difference actually in like the creating of the music before and now?
It's night and day. So different.
Why?
Shame spiral over here in drinking and using. Ability to stay in the middle and say, I'm not better than, I'm not less than, I'm just a person that's creating something and I'm pulling from the source that we all can. I have a connection with a higher power. I have a conscious contact now. I have a place where I have deep relationships with people. Yeah. And I'm not in my own head constantly questioning why. I was always obsessed with why. And a lot of my early music is trying to figure out why things and people and places are the way that they are. Trying to fix everything. And now I'm just kind of a loving witness to my fourth record, which I've already recorded, but it's not out yet. Because I got to release the third, is all about joy. It's about gratitude and connection and feeling the good feelings in life.
I'm thinking.
He's chewing.
I'm chewing too. Excuse me. What was I going to say? What I was going to say is, like your music, like what I've noticed about you from the very beginning is you're completely selfless.
Oh, wow.
And I hear that, right, in the music that you write. But I mean, you're always of service. There's a lot of people that are like me. That doesn't seem to be you. You always seem to be helping people. And does that contribute at all to, your music at all? And you seem to be somebody, I guess what I'm trying to say is you seem to be somebody who's always in gratitude. And when I have seen you have trouble, like when you went through the breakup.
Yeah.
You were going through and you're sharing about it, but you just kept moving. You kept moving forward and you never stopped helping people. And that's what I clearly remember about you as I was getting to know you,
Well, thank you. That's
How
really
do you
nice.
do that?
I think gratitude is just a muscle that we flex. And for whatever reason, I'm smart enough to know that the more a brain is in gratitude, the better we're going to feel. One of my favorite quotes ever is by Brene Brown. She says, you cannot soften into the complexities of joy without gratitude.
Wow, I like that.
Imagine your happiest moment in life.
Yeah.
Like when Dylan was born.
Yeah.
How much gratitude were you in?
But then the question is, how do you stay in that gratitude?
Well, it's a muscle.
But how do you keep, what do you do to work out that muscle?
I pray, I meditate, I write out a gratitude list, I send it to other women, I receive it back, and I just try to be grateful for even the small things when I'm having a really bad day. Hey, I have eyesight. Maybe it's just my disposition. I'm like a golden retriever. I don't know. I guess I'm lucky.
Is there times when that's not working, when it doesn't work?
Yeah, for sure. And then I'm just really adamant about taking the right action. So I'll text, whoever I'm accountable to. I have friends that we check in with. And I say I'm trying to be of service, trying to help other people. So I get out of my own head. I think the biggest difference is that I used to be selfless in a way that was still rooted in self. Please like me. I'm going to overextend myself and be nice to you and be of service to you so that you like me. And now I practice something called detachment with love.
Right. Yeah.
I don't need you to like me, but I'm going to talk to you and try to be of service to you to get out of my own head.
Yes.
And not be offended if you're going to be an asshole. because it's not about me.
Yeah.
And so that translates to my music in that my lyrics are everything. And I shape the rhythm and the sounds and the chords around the feelings and the colors that I get from the thoughts that I process.
Is that a common? Is that like a lot of musicians do that?
I don't know.
What are some other, like your sister's a musician?
Yeah.
Is her process, since she's not sober, right?
No.
So she's got to have a different process, right?
For sure.
What's her process like? I wonder.
I think she writes chords first. She finds a cool riff on the guitar. She's maybe a little better at guitar than I am. You know, here's something that'll answer a question you asked earlier. So she's 21 months younger than me. We learned guitar at the same time. I had a period in high school where I was just angry and doing drugs. So I stopped playing guitar.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't progress. You know, you learn a language when you're younger, and it's embedded in you. It's more embedded in her than it is in me. But I just got to work a little harder to make sure that I practice.
And you guys you're super close.
We're soulmates.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, she just moved across the country, though. It's
what
really
a bummer, because she was always in your shows, and it was great. I mean, that was like a magical piece to be able to have your sister in that, I bet, right?
That song that I just sang for you, Blame Game, she always sings it with me. And
I
thought about, but maybe I'll fly her out here just to sing with me one song.
Yeah. Why did she go back?
The Topanga fires.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it kind of just destroyed her whole habitat there.
But how did she end up? She's on the East Coast?
Yeah, they just thought, ooh, it's a buzzy
Something
city. Let's
different?
go be there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I told you Jim's a drummer.
Plays the bongos. He took a bongo class.
That's right.
Did you really, Jim?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I really did.
Do you think someone would lie about that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
About that niche.
But you know,
class?
bongos. That's a. You know, I remember my dad was a musician, which is funny that I can't do anything, but he had bongos. Yeah, I don't know what the tall ones are called. What are those called?
Congas.
Congas. He had congas.
Congas.
Yeah.
I think everyone has music in them. It just might not sound very good to some people.
I mean, you know, people sing in the shower.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody likes to sing in the shower, they say. Mm-hmm. I hear myself in the shower, and it's terrible. Like, I know it's terrible.
Give us a little lick.
Oh, no.
Come on.
I'd rather get down here and break dance than do this.
Give us the worm.
That's the worm. Nobody does the worm. What were you going to say?
You could break dance to her song.
I could.
Yeah,
I could. I'm in shape
look.
right now. I could do it. I've been thinking about it. Dylan's a good dancer.
Dill, get up here. Show us the damn dill.
We could have Jim. Jim could play the bongos, and we break dance, and you sing.
Okay, yes, that's really good. I think we should take this act on the road. And
I
you
was
guys,
just going to say, let's take it on the road.
you should all be shirtless, but wear the lays.
So now you've got the record. Yeah. It comes out on the 1st. Mm-hmm. Are you excited?
I'm really excited. Feels like giving birth.
How many people have you let hear the album? Like, who's heard the album?
Probably about 10 people. Close friends.
Who's your confidant? Who's your
My sister.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, my sister. My mom hears my stuff too.
My
boyfriend.
I'm sure your mom and your sister are super honest with you. Did you ever get because my wife, April, she'll go no, not funny.
I love April for that.
You know what I mean?
Me.
She'll go, even if she's come down to the set, might have been on a movie or something, she'll go, oh my God, what are you doing?
She's brutal.
Yeah, she's super brutal. Same with the one-man show. Oh my God, that was terrible.
What? Your show's amazing.
She goes, you can't do that. But she's honest, and I have to listen to her.
Well, I'll ask my sister some things, but at the end of the day, I make my music and I don't care.
But is there somebody, because you have to have somebody right where you go.
Yeah, I asked my sister, do I look dumb?
Do I look
dumb? Do I look cringe? Do I look cringe? But you know what?
But what about the song, the music in itself?
Care.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I don't care. I don't care if I look cringe. Actually, my sister's boyfriend said this about me. About behind my back. He goes, you know what? Summer is cringe, but she's free. I was so offended. And then I said, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. It's cool to be cringe.
Because cringe isn't to everybody's not, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
everybody has a different thought of what cringe is.
People love Papa Roach unironically. People love Nickelback unironically.
What do you like?
Well,
Like, who you
Ironically,
listen
I
to?
like them, but who do I listen to?
Yeah.
I like the oldies. I like Crosby, Stills, Nash Young. I like Mamas and the Papas. I like,
Wow.
of course, the Beatles.
That's from Jim's era.
No, but I like modern stuff too. I love pop. I like Amber Mark. She's one of my newer favorite
Do you know who
artists.
these people are, Dill?
Amber Mark.
Yeah.
She's kind of, well, she's not new, but, you know.
How about
I
rap?
like, yeah, I like Anderson .Paak. That's like new, you know,
You
kind
know
of
that
R&B,
is- you know
less
that is,
rap,
Jim.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
What do you like?
Oh, God. To be honest,
Papa Roach. I knew
no,
it.
nope.
No.
No, I like, I listen to a lot of old music.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like Mr. 80s.
Yeah, you love the 80s.
I love the 80s. You know why, though? It's like, music, unlike anything else, I think, can make you feel and think a certain way. Like, it can change how you see things.
Mhm.
It can change how you see yourself, how you feel about yourself. You could be in a shitty mood and you go put in some song and all of a sudden it spins your perception around, lifts your spirits, and we're in one moment you felt like a loser. You put in the right song, you go, I'm a fucking winner.
That's why I use the
You
word
know?
justice.
Why?
Because it gives me a sense of, yes,
Yeah.
for myself. It's
Right.
it's a witness for myself of what I've been through. And it's a time travel. It's someone came up to me at a
Time travel. That's
Yeah, you
why.
time
Yes,
travel.
that's why I listen to a lot of the old '80s, whether it's new wave,
yeah.
dance, punk, anything from my generation, and I got that from, I forget which band member of Aerosmith, I think it was, said. It was a question I was reading, and he said, "What do you listen to?" And he goes, "I listen to the music that I grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I listen to, not contemporary music." And they were like, "Why?" And his answer was something like, "It keeps me youthful,"
Interesting.
you know. And I think, for me, it's like I go on, my morning walks every morning, dude. I fucking blast, whatever, Billy Idol, and who. On and the list goes on and on and on, and there's some sort of a feeling of where I've been transported into the past, and you feel.
You get to be your own movie character. No, absolutely. That's
feel
why I love music
youthful.
too. Yeah.
And then the good memories float in, and that's just something I think in a unique thing about music. I don't know anything else that can do that.
Sense of smell can take you back,
That's true.
but not nearly as strong, I don't think.
Not like music.
No.
Yeah.
Music is everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere, and it's been everywhere since the beginning of time.
You're old.
How
You're
I'm
gonna
old?
have this experience one day.
Oh yeah. Well,
You know how you'll know though?
how?
When you go into Vons or Safeway and they're playing the music that you grew up
Of
listening
your childhood,
Yeah.
and someone goes, "I love this vintage song."
to, right? There was like, remember what was some of the music, like NWA had to have like a
Beep.
had to have a warning label. Was it MWA? That was the first one, but they
Yeah, probably. And
I'm
now
sure
you have
they did.
Yeah,
songs
there
like
was
a lot
WAP
of-
on the radio.
Yeah, you had a warning label put on the albums. I think it was
Great
Nancy
song.
Reagan, maybe that. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not good at that stuff, but I thought that was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I don't think they play NWA and Vons, but
Well, music leads culture, for sure.
yeah,
You look at the expansion of TikTok. What allows for discoverability? It's trending sounds. That's free marketing for a lot of people. Is on that platform. It's where indie musicians can be discovered. It's where songs from the 80s or way back in the day can get rediscovered and
Right.
appreciated and go viral. And music is, I don't know what profound statement I'm trying to say, but music is my whole heart in life. Harmony is the best sound in the world, and I love male voices harmonizing.
yeah.
I
do too.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
love
get
women, female vocals too. But
But now that you're releasing this album, here's what I was wondering, right? Because when before back in the day when the record labels would show up at, the Whiskey or whatever, looking to discover the new band, right? You'd sign this big contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then even like I remember the early days of YouTube, the very beginning before Google bought it, like we were, when I'm making sketch comedy, you could use any song you wanted. It was the wild, wild west, right? And you couldn't get in trouble. There's no licensing. And then Google came in, bought it, changed the rules, tried to get, legit. And what do you think about like is it, I mean, the power's in your hands to get your music out, to create your music and get it out there. But you also have to do the marketing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot. I mean, you have to become a business person as well as an artist in a sense, correct?
Exactly.
And how do you do that?
Well,
I mean, do you wish it was the other way around, like the old days where somebody would come in and write you a fat check?
yeah, I wish I could be a princess and just say, oh, give me a moment, I'm writing a song and I have nothing else to do. But that's not the reality. I think I actually because I'm a producer in my day job. So
tell me about that.
I work in marketing, so it's actually helped me to see that, people don't really register anything before they see it at least 7 times. So before I worked in marketing, I would say, oh, I released my song and no one saw it and no one likes it. It's like, no, you just didn't push it out enough. You have to show people again and again, and then it gets stuck in their head. But social media is a double-edged sword.
Jim's in marketing.
Oh, yeah?
Sure.
Telemarketing.
Yes.
For bongos.
Where do you record your stuff?
First record recorded by myself in different closets, and I had several nervous breakdowns. Second album.
What do you mean? Why?
Oh my God, because it's just so hard to do alone. I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
What do you mean? So you were trying to record your own music?
Yeah, I fully self-produced my first record. Me and my guitar and my little laptop and my little
What were
setup.
you doing it on?
A Scarlett 2i2.
Do you know what that is, Jim?
Focusrite.
Uh-uh.
It's what is the word that I'm looking for?
It's a mixer?
Yeah, sure. No. Every musician that's listening to this is going to kill
Oh,
me.
well, no, I know what you're talking about.
It's the most basic setup
Yeah.
ever. I had a really nice microphone. It was
I know what you're talking
It was a copy of a Frank Sinatra microphone. It's a Neumann. And so that's what I had going for me. And I just tracked different vocals on mostly this dilapidated classical guitar that I write all my songs on that my dad gifted me when I was, 6 years old.
So that when you did your first album,
Yeah.
in the closet, how old were you? It's fucking hot in here, isn't it?
It's so hot in here. This is what it felt like to make the record because I think I made it in the summer too.
We like to get you in here to sweat.
Yeah. It's not enough to put us in the hot seat. You gotta really.
So when you did that one, right?
Yeah.
And now you're on this one. What's the difference between now and then? Like, do you feel like you got a handle on it? You know what I'm saying?
I found a collaborator that I love, and his name is Alex Siegel. And
Alex
I wish
is
that he
great.
was
I know
here.
Alex.
Yep,
he's great.
Amazing.
That's a great match.
Absolutely, I love it so much. He feels like a creative soulmate for me.
What a gem that guy is. Such a
Absolutely.
sweetheart. You could tell,
Yeah, he has a lot of heart in him, and he's so multi-talented with many different instruments. And
how do you collaborate with him? Then?
we speak the same language. I mean, how it happened is that Ja Mew,
Yeah.
who introduced me to him because they were making a record together, and I sang some vocals on that song. And I quickly thought, oh, this guy's amazing. He lives 2 blocks from me. I'll bring him my demos for this record and see what he thinks. And I played them for him, and he goes, these are perfect. You should just release them like that. And I thought, are you kidding me? They're raw. He goes, yeah, but that's what's beautiful about your music. And I was disgusted. How could anyone think that me just showing up as me is okay?
Right.
And then slowly but surely, we would record together, and a lot of the vocal takes on the record are raw. They're demos. They're scratch
Wow.
vocals. And we didn't fix them up a lot because we wanted them to be authentic.
Is the goal like I think every artist, I would say 99.9%, whether you're an actor, writer, songwriter, is the goal to be able to earn a living doing what you love and doing music? Is that the goal?
No, not
It's
for
not.
me. Not for me.
What's the goal?
Well, that's a goal that what does earn a living mean?
I mean,
I've made more money than I've ever made now, and I'm still like, it's not enough.
But I mean, it's like, so you have a job and you're working marketing. Wouldn't it be
Yeah.
like Jim and I was talking? Man, we wish we could just make sketch comedy, dumb videos, and get paid for it.
That
We'd
would be
fine.
sick. That would be sick.
I don't need to make movies anymore. Or anything. Jim and I could
Yeah.
just screw around doing that because we laugh. If you could just pay our bills, we'll do it. Is there something, is it like that or?
You know what I'd love to do is make a cappella transition moments for TV shows. Just sort of like, and then we go to the next scene.
You could in the 50s, 60s, right?
Well, I actually wrote a jingle for the last, one of the last few companies I worked for.
You did.
It was really fun. I was in the stew.
But would you,
Short for studio.
Oh, okay. But what I was going to say was like, is it, so you have a job as in marketing.
Yeah.
Which would you rather spend all the time making music?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but you can't. You have to have a job to do that.
I got to be practical, Nick James.
I know that, but I mean, is the goal? How do you get to that goal? Is what I'm trying to ask.
I think it's just action, making stuff that I feel really good about, and seeing where that takes me, but not being obsessed with the outcome. That's what I learned in sobriety: is the outcome is not up to me, but the action is up to me.
Look at you.
Don't play the blame game.
Yeah.
You know, just
that's right.
put one foot in front of the other and know what I know. And
I say that to I know that instinctively all the time now, right?
Yeah.
But I spent my life chasing the results
yeah,
of things. And it's funny how but you could still seep back into, oh my God, and get caught up in the results of something and think I got to do this. I'm running out of money and I can't do this then you snap out of it,
well,
somehow.
because then you reach that plateau where I reached this part, but then what's here now? I think the point for me is to fall in love with the process.
Mm-hmm.
Fall in love with being in action. I try to manifest what it looks like for me to be in action, not manifest me being on the stage accepting a Grammy.
What's the action then? What is that action?
It's a lot of spiritual work, to be honest. It's prayer, meditation. It's making sure that I practice. It's making sure that I'm feeling inspired. I'm seeing other people make art. I'm showing up for other people that ask me to participate in their projects.
Yeah.
And just being a human. I don't know. I'm so young too. I always used to think, oh, I have no time. I'm 30.
You know, it's funny, participating in your own life. What is action? Do you know what I'm saying? And so many people we get on here, I ask these kind of questions, right? Because I like to learn. I like to find out what you're doing. Maybe, if it's not me, it's, somebody listening can get something out of it. Because I like to get something.
Yeah.
And everybody has their own unique way. But one thing I've been hearing a lot lately with people on here is it's action.
Yeah.
It's constantly being in action. Not thinking about it, but actually just doing it. Like you made that first album, right?
Yeah.
You just did it, right?
Well, that's how I got to the third album. You don't get to make an album like, well, at least for me, I think it's the best work I've ever done. But I had to carve out pieces of myself to get to where I'm at. Mm-hmm. And so it's about the process. It's about having the courage to release music and be brave. I think it's really brave to just be a human, to be honest. It's a really painful experience.
Well, to be a human and let people know that this is you.
Yeah, this is me. And I stand behind this.
The true you.
Exactly. I'm pushing this out. I'm coming on the podcast. I'm telling people about my song. I'm going to play it for you.
It is hard.
It's hard, but it's harder to not do it. And that's kind of what happened with me with sobriety too.
Yeah.
It's hard to be sober, sure, but it eventually became harder for me to not do it.
It's funny that you say that because it's when before I was sober, I was always in theater or this and that, and I would have to show up. I'd have to show up to the theater at least buzzed. At least. Half the time I'm drunk, and people would smell it and they'd turn around. Like that one show that I told you on that series, I got fired because I was drunk. Because I wasn't comfortable at all with who I was. And I needed something to get me even through the door to get to the stage. And then I needed a couple more beers. And I would go out to the back of the theater where my 10-speed bike was locked up. And I had some hidden beers back there. And I'd have to slam a couple beers before I went back in. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And something happens, I think, for me anyway, maybe you, when we do get sober, right? All of a sudden, you've survived this life of the past, of drugs and alcohol, right? You get sober, and all of a sudden you go, holy shit, I made it. I've got this life. And somehow life becomes precious, for me anyway. Then the day becomes precious, the moment becomes precious. And I don't want to waste, because I used to go to the theater, and I wanted you to see me, I'd always say, as a certain way. It was more important for me to save my face than my ass. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I wasted years trying to get you to like me or to please you. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do. I did the
And
same
which is
thing.
which is not who you are. And you can't make music, I don't think, like you do. If that's not you, if that's not, you know, coming from that place you talked about. That's what's amazing about it. It's like you're comfortable in your own skin, right?
Thank you.
It seems like
hard.
it.
No, for sure.
You know,
Takes hard work. For sure.
it's hard work.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I just got tired of obsessing over myself, especially as a woman. It's like, what do you look like? What are you wearing? What you know?
Yeah.
Oh my God, boring, borophyll. I mean, it's also fun to look cute and cool too, but it's, you know, it's more important to me what the excavation on the inside. That's my journey.
Well, I like that.
Yeah.
The excavation on the inside.
I'm chiseled on the inside.
Wow, you're ripped.
And depending on, you know, which day, I'm pretty ripped on the outside too. You know, I played Helen Keller in high school in a show. Won a bunch of awards. I know. I was so high
Wow.
on dabs. And my teacher and my mom are like, God, you're amazing. And I'm like, I'm just high. And I fell one time because, you know, I was doing the thing where I was blind and deaf. And I fell through and scraped my whole leg. But I didn't feel the pain because I was so high.
You didn't feel it.
I didn't feel it.
Isn't that funny? Because
I wasn't present for it.
Yeah, it's really interesting that you said that, because if you're numbed out, right? If you're numbed out to life, to the process, to the experience, whatever our experience is on this planet, or if you're numbed out to it, how do you write a song? You know what I mean?
I mean, you can.
But what's it going to be like? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure. That's why I call
Is
it
it
the
going to have
speechless
legs?
space.
Do you know what I'm saying? Is it going to have legs or not?
Yeah. No, I think every artist who makes a song has to dig deep inside of themselves.
It comes from somewhere,
Even
right?
if it's
It
a
has
funny,
to.
silly song, it's a sense of play, but
Yeah.
they're being honest.
Yeah.
And I was able to do that a little bit when I was drunk, but not as consistently as I am now.
Yeah, because I remember being pinned out of my mind on blow, and the computer the laptop that came out, right? And my girlfriend's dad gave me this weird, remember, Jim, the first desktop computers, and they had the green.
Right. Yeah.
You got to check in with Jim on that one.
But I got this thing, and I remember I was just high as a kite, right? And I'm writing stories that, you know, I go, and now I have this computer, I'm legit, I'm gonna write. And I wrote for days, right? Like the screenplay. And I remember when I finally was sobered up, I mean, it was complete mumbo jumbo. It
Oh, wow.
made zero sense at all. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
And because I feel like it was hollow, and where are you writing from? Like, what experience? Because to me, when you're high, that's not reality.
It's not, that's what I was just going to say. Reality is the key word. There's
Yeah,
reality, and
right.
then there's whatever Nick world, you know,
Right.
he was living in.
Because we're not. Because I remember when I was a bartender, people would come up to the bar,
Yeah.
and they'd sit there, hey, Nick, how's it going? Let me get a scotch on the rocks, whatever. And I'd make them a drink, you know. And they'd be cool for the first drink. Then they'd have another drink. And then by the third drink, you know, they're completely somebody else. The person that came in and sat down is not the person who's sitting in front of me now.
Well, isn't that why we liked it?
That's why that guy liked it.
Yeah.
But as a bartender, you're like, dude, get the fuck out of here. I don't know.
Why, they tip well.
What's that?
They tip well.
They do tip well.
I worked in the service industry for a long time. I was a sommelier.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I know a thing or two about that.
Okay, well, maybe we could hear one more song.
Sure.
What are we going to hear?
Well, if I play the song
Well-
Naked, will you get naked?
Jim will.
Just kidding. Just
No.
kidding. No, emotionally.
What's
of
the
course.
song that Emmett and Liz wanted to hear? Remember they said? They said play that song.
I think they said Naked. They might
I
have said
don't
Gifts
think-
Unravel.
I think they said Gifts Unravel.
You want to hear Gifts Unravel?
Let's
see how it goes.
But why would they say that? Both of them say, "Go no, play that one."
Well, it
Why?
happens
They
to be a
must-
really popular song. It's just when I do it stripped down like this, it sounds a little different.
Can we try it?
Let's go. Let's have a little different moment.
Yeah, let's do
do
it.
it.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
All right.
Something's moving in me. I get out of my head when I meet at a table to bring gifts unravel as in you I travel. We meet face to face, I can match your eyes at any pace. I never used to be useful, I used to be used to getting my cup full, to drink and be lustful. Ooh, You tend to the garden of my mind, turning from graveyards to grapevines, rich and plump with fruit, so sweet rooted in truth. Gifts unravel as in you I travel. When we face to face, I can match your eyes at any pace. Gifts unravel. When we face to face, I can match your eyes in every place.
Wow. Wow.
That song is really sobriety coded.
Wow. Let me tell you something. Let me take this first. I gotta say, I'm a great judge of talent. I'm not just tooting my own. I am. You're a star. You are a star. I'm just telling you. Like you said, you just keep doing what you're doing. Man, you bring a lot to people's lives with that kind of music. I'm just telling you.
Thank you.
It's moving.
Thank you.
You melted me again.
Oh, I love melting you. You melt me. You've done so much for me, too.
Well, thank you so much for coming on here.
Mahalo.
I appreciate Mahalo. I love you. You're the best.
I love you.
Another killer episode of Unsavory Fellow.
Aloha.